Rikki Klieman is a noted attorney and actually was one of the pioneers over there at Court TV. I think we have some footage.
I remember watching her on Court TV. Wow.
No, she had a knack for cutting through legal issues in a very understandable way for us non-lawyers who are watching. Very prominent attorney and New Yorker these days. Rikki Klieman has a very special project she'd like to talk about. Welcome to Good Day New York. Nice to see you.
It's great to be with both of you.
So you're spearheading this great luncheon on Monday, and they're giving out scholarships, education scholarships.
What happens is this. It's at the Women's Forum of New York. It's been in existence since 1974, and it's a women's organization that is promoting leadership. We have one charitable arm called the Education Fund, and I think it's really significant for your viewers because what it is about is women over the age of 35 who've had their education interrupted by great adversity, coming out of households of abuse, coming out of households with alcoholism, coming out of people being homeless, and they've somehow managed to go back to school, and they need more funds. Now, the funds are not only not a scholarship, they're an award. So if a woman needs the money, and she has shown that she has really been an inspiration for her family, for others, that she could apply for this award. And she could use it not only for tuition, she could use it for her rent. She could use it for a babysitter. We had someone who got an award who was blind, who had used the money to have someone read the notes for her.
How many people do you award with this gift?
We're giving 15 awards of $10,000 each. This is all done by our own contributions to the fund. And for your viewers, if they go to the site online by December 1st, that they can apply for these awards for next year. So if your viewers know someone who really has struggled and is being educated and shows that they have leadership potential, that these are the people that we're looking to see.
What's the website?
The website is www.womensforumny.org.
And let's see, is there an interview process or is there an essay?
There is an essay process, and the application is on the internet, and every year when we have this event, which is on Monday, and there are still tickets available for that event on the same website, the Elly Awards, named after Eleanor Guggenheimer, who created the Women's Forum back in 1974, and now the Ellys became this award ceremony where I am going to have the privilege, I'm going to interview Billie Jean King, which I just think is just terrific.
Noted tennis player.
She broke down so many barriers.
She did.
Right?
So she's the perfect woman in leadership. And I'm interviewing Sallie Krawcheck. And Sallie Krawcheck is one of the great women in financial institution, named one of the most creative women of 2014 by Fast Company. She's amazing. So, I mean, I love the idea that I can participate by being on the board of directors, but the idea that I get to interview these women, it's like you getting a good get. This is a great get.
We're always after that every single day. But we have you here. Okay,
yes.
So we talked about Monday and this great gift that you're giving out there. Let's talk a little bit more legalese. Because I love when you break things down a little bit.
What do you got?
Well, we were reading in the paper today about this young girl in New Jersey who sued her parents for college education. And she actually was awarded the money by a judge.
Here's the thing, she's 21 years old, and I think she's been estranged from her parents since she's 18, so she's an adult, yet somehow the judge ruled that the parents are still obligated to pay her tuition?
Well, the judge ruled that they're obligated to pay her tuition under the law, and the only thing that at this point the parents can do is appeal. By the way, her financing of this lawsuit is being done by her grandparents. So you've got generations of family against each other.
Which, that part is sad.
Very sad.
Yeah.
In fact, the entire case is sad.
But what parent, I mean, you're 18, you're an adult. So are you obligated under the letter of the law to support an adult child?
Well, certainly this judge thinks so. So we'll see where it goes in the courts.
Okay, so right for appeal, right?
Right for appeal.
Yeah, okay, good.
So we have to talk about being the first lady of
the NYPD.
Of the NYPD, that's right. Bill Bratton's wife, Rikki. What's it like being, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on in the city right now. Your husband has been under the microscope. it's got to be a transitional time for the family.
Well, it's an interesting time, I'll say this, and Greg can certainly identify with this because of your mother, that we could form a support group of 2, and we could really look to see how challenging it can be sometimes, and yet how fabulously exciting it is. I think that this change in my life, I have my own life in what I do in public speaking and in television and what I do charitably, but I also like being Mrs. Bratton. I think that it gives me opportunities I've never had before, particularly in working with children. And that's been a passion of mine for many, many years, to look at underserved children. So we are out, obviously, at glamorous events. We are also out at community events. And it's a constant life. It's a life that doesn't have much sleep or rest.
Well, you do it well. Thank you so much for being on our show. Congratulations to you. And we're going to put all the information on our website about your event on Monday night, on our website, myfoxny.com, and we'll link it to your event.
This is so great. I love you guys.
Thank you.
Rikki Klieman, everybody, thank you.
All right.